Alone. That's how I felt when it happened. I was lightly browsing some Minecraft servers when I came across one that particularly took my fancy. My spurs started jingle-jangling and I joined. There he was. Woo lads, TBH, staring right at me. Oh, he typed in the chat. Then he typed a string of expletives, which I thought were banned in the child-friendly server I was playing in. In this vein of questioning, an admin joined the game and questioned Woo Lads TBH. Woo Lads TBH looked lazily over at the admin, then with a flick of his arm, destroyed him. The admin's avatar broke apart into a million tiny pieces, just as my heart did the same internally. I was getting freaked out now. He looked back, over to me. As he did, other people's avatars were combusted as well, leaving just him and me. Look behind you, he typed in chat, as I saw a shadow looming over my screen. The shadow was my dog, running along my desk with a fun little pitter-patter. Tom, get off my frickin' keyboard, I shouted at him. Did I hear someone say they wanted to hear my dad's Google history? His little feet spelt as they ran across the keyboard as if in mockery. No! I screamed. Now I was angry. I threw that little creeper at the wall, then stamped his head till it cracked open like a fucking melon. Then, with the blood curdling on the floor, I smeared some of the walls, then sat down for a relaxing game of Minecraft. There he was again, Woo Lads TBH, staring right at me. Oh, he typed in chat. Then he typed a string of expletives, including the N-word, which was extremely rude. Then he disintegrated all the other players until it was just the two of us left. Oh God, I thought to myself internally, what the frick am I gonna do to get out of this sticky situation? Then I realized, to defeat Woo Lads TBH, I had to become Woo Lads TBH. I let him inside me. He came crawling out of the screen, still with that goofy look on his face, and then he entered me. He entered slowly at first, but then picked up pace, going faster and faster until I could take it no more. We fused, and I was now Woo Lads TBH, and he was now me. What would happen if a guy with the power to kill admins and say the N-word without consequence was unleashed upon the world? Well, you'll have to wait and see. Even then, he had so much control. The game was rigged from the start. On September 11th, 2032, a shot recoiled across the world. This shot was greeted by silence in the capital, by fear in London, by cheers in New Chicago. The shot ended the life of Ryan Lamb, 47th President of the United States of America, and the leader of the free world. Just 2 short years into his presidency, a shot was fired and his life came to an end. The assassin was never caught. Harry Gunn, Vice President, was sworn in the next day, and from that day the world changed forever. I served as the commander of the 1st Californian Task Division in the war. I helped Cranstein put the enemy back into the Colorado River, which helped them when we threw back ourselves, and ultimately sat with them in San Francisco, blockaded onto the east and under siege from the north, south, and west. I remember a conversation he had. He sat there, wasting away in his bunker, below the city with enemy airplanes flew over the sky above, their bombs hitting the ground like the head of Trump's opponents in D.C. All seemed lost then. It's okay, he said, staring intensely at the map. Tomorrow or the day after, my brother will be here, and they'll put through the enemy and kill Cruz and he petered off. Of course, General, replied one of the other commanders, a jumped-up psychopath who, like the General, had attended his position purely through protesting against the president. Nobody, least of all the Blues, has expected the war to reach California. No relief force came the day after, or the day after that. When I heard over the radio a week later that Ed Cranstein had been killed over in Vegas while trying to flee, I didn't have the heart to tell the General. I let him sit in his bunker, devising battle plans with forces that didn't exist, as the enemy moved slowly closer, clearing out the city block to block, until only the rats survived. We hold out, Bullock, he had said to me in that squad command center, until only the rats survived. We hold out and die. We fight to the last man. I was prepared to die then. I knew our duty was to survive as long as possible without the retreat, so that the war may be won in the East. In the end, my dedication was unnecessary. We were saved by an unlikely ally. The Mexican government had been opposed to the president for some time, and when they saw the Blues in dire straits, the army had been mobilized to assist. And while the Reds were thrown back in California, they already overstretched their supply lines in Texas and New Mexico, were crushed by the Mexicans. To the east, they had taken Chicago and reduced the city to ash, but New York had mounted a strong resistance against the Reds, and emboldened by our victory in the west, they had attacked with full force in the east. And so another civil war ended. It had lasted from the impeachment in 2018 to June 2022, and the Blues commander-in-chief was quickly sworn as president, a position he would hold until 2030 when Lamb took charge. Bryan Cranston was given a medal for his valor and turned to broadcasting. His unpopularity among the people was tactics stopping him from holding public office. I was given a low-level position at the Department of Defense and began working my way up the ranks by bringing up my position in the war. I was able to rise far before joining Lamb's campaign in 2029. In 2030, I, James Bullock, became the White House Chief of Staff. Okay, you know what? I thought this was a Minecraft creepypasta, and I think Jeb Bush is in here. Look, I don't know what's going on here, but this was recommended to me, and what even is this? I'm reading through this, and this doesn't even seem like a Minecraft creepypasta. My channel is about Roblox creepypasta, and I get recommended to read a Minecraft creepypasta, and I don't even think this is a Minecraft creepypasta anymore. I think this is just like some kind of post-apocalyptic political drama. So, I think I'm gonna suspend this reading. So far, I give it a 5 out of 10. If you're gonna recommend something in the future, please know what it is you're recommending, because I don't even know what this is.